Welcome back to Shay and the Dogs. Today I am actually basing this video off of a comment for the first time. Somebody asked if I could do a video showing and explaining what I feed my dogs. And I've been a little hesitant to do this, but mostly because there's no one size fits all. There's no one brand that's going to magically be the solution. I've really been interested in food science as a way to show that what you put into your body is what you get out of your body. So I think that's really important, and I translate that to how I feed my dogs. So I will show you guys exactly what I do for just their everyday daily meal. I do switch up proteins occasionally, but this is just what I'm feeding right now and why. First off, I always start out with a slow feeder. It's important to just monitor how quickly they're eating because that will play a role in digestion, but that's just a super easy fix. I just throw in a slow feeder to make things a little bit more challenging. I've actually fed a variety of diets over the course of my dog ownership. So with Leia, right now she is eating carnivore, which is a really high quality. I'm not gonna call it kibble because I think it compares it too much to like a lower quality, but I will say that it is basically closest to raw that I can get. It's made in Canada. I know that, the proteins are sourced appropriately. They're very good at being transparent about that and where everything comes from. And again, the top ingredients are just goat liver, eggs, and mixture of sprouted seeds just for fiber. Dr. Judy Morgan actually released a list of dog food brands that she recommends, and carnivore was on there. It is a great quality food that I am very proud to feed my dogs. So right now, Eden is eating the Kibble and the Raw Primal Pet Foods chicken pork. It's like the puppy formula. And what I love about that is that it's technically a freeze-dried raw food. So it is not losing the quality of raw, but it's definitely way easier to store. Disclaimer, they did give us a bag for free just to let us try it out and see if we liked it. And the thing that struck me the most is that it had the benefit of feeding raw with the idealism, the low mess of kibble. Like, this is where nutrition plays a role. You have budget on one side and you have quality on another. So you need to find out where on that spectrum you can afford to sacrifice a little bit more budget for higher quality, or vice versa. I am not judging anyone for what you currently feed. I'm not judging you for what you plan to feed if you need to switch. This is just something that works for my dogs. I've made it work in my budget because I sacrifice other things for the health of my dogs, and I'm very happy with that decision. I do feel like feeding whole food diets really helps with that mission because you're nourishing their body and providing them with the building blocks to produce their own good bacteria. Postbiotics Plus, which I've really been loving. It's just really good formula. It smells heavily of oregano and like herbs. I can incorporate things like that on the fly and know that I'm doing something good to help my dog's health. Last thing is, I do love all of the supplements. I actually work for Natural Report, but it's a really great company. I love that all of our stuff is made in the USA. I also love feeding just new products that I find online and do my own research on. Ion Gut is one of them that I actually started taking for myself, and then I found out they had a pet formula. And then lastly, Pets, of course, has a fish oil. Especially the healthy omegas, getting that incorporated into their diet, super easy. My girls love it. If you don't like a fishy smell, brush their teeth afterwards. It grows on you after a while. Plus they drink a lot of water because they're very hydrated dogs. And speaking of hydrated, something that I saw once upon a time on the BK Pets, I remember at the time I was feeding, unfortunately, a really low quality kibble because that's what I could afford at the time. I was 22 when I got Leia, doing the best I could, and something that really stuck out to me was that, no matter what you're feeding, the best thing you can always do to a dry food is add water. And water is basically free. I like to go the extra step, goat milk, bone broth, anything like that you can just rehydrate, add a little bit of moisture back into that food. Pets has a great one. Actually a couple different varieties, but I really love the immune support blend, again, just because of that probiotic, that natural defense. I really do appreciate how easy it is to just whisk and dump into their meal, and they definitely know the difference between water and goat milk. Don't let that fool you. I know a lot of people really care about the presentation of their food. I care more about the quality of my food. That's just because I don't have time. Not that I don't appreciate a good aesthetic presentation, but when I make my own meals, I'm not going for aesthetics, I'm going for function. And I'm really, really proud of what I feed my dogs because I do feel like the function is there. There's nothing more I can really say other than, again, a fed dog is a happy dog. A dog does not care what you feed them. It is more of our value. I like to eat healthy myself, buy organic ingredients, so my dogs eat the same. And I think that as long as you take care of your dogs the way you'd want to take care of yourself or someone you care about, that's really, at the end of the day, the best that we can do. So I absolutely love sharing this kind of stuff with you. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna share a bunch of resources in the description below, but I hope that this helps. If you get any inspiration from this, you can find us on Leia Unleashed. Let me know if you found this video helpful in the comments. Bye guys.